In this problem, we're going to solve this equation for p. To do that, we're going to use something called the square root property. So the square root property says if you have x squared, or any variable squared, equal to a number, say a, and you want to solve this for x, what you do is you take the square root of both sides. Then on the left-hand side, you will get x, and on the right-hand side, you'll get a plus or minus, and then the square root of a. So in this problem here, it's not x, it's p. So we'll start by solving for p squared. So to do that, maybe a good first step would be to add 3 to both sides. So plus 3, plus 3. This leaves us with 6p squared equal to 5. All right, and I guess now we can divide both sides by 6. This leaves us with p squared equals 5 over 6. And now we can apply the square root property. So the square root property says to get rid of the 2 here, we can take the square root of both sides. That'll leave us with p equals plus or minus, and then we can break this up into 2 square roots. And you'll see why I'm doing this in a minute. The square root of 5 over the square root of 6. So most of the time, people don't like it when their answers have square roots on the bottom. So what you can do is you can rationalize. You can multiply this by the square root of 6 over the square root of 6. You're basically multiplying by 1 in a really clever way. So p is equal to plus or minus, let's see. In the numerator, we can just multiply the 5 and the 6. 5 times 6 is 30, so we have the square root of 30. And then in the denominator, the square root of 6 times the square root of 6 is going to be equal to 6. And that is the final answer. I hope this video has been helpful.